Okay, just so everyone's aware, I have got a fan on next to me, and if you can hear that over the microphone, I apologise, but I'm here for 3 hours, the first movie. If I don't have the fan, I will be a big pile of goop. Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel. Today we're looking at Braveheart. Wasn't really a Scottish accent, that wasn't Scottish, that was just like deepening gravelly voice time. I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna do it. Clearly it's not with me today. So, Braveheart, a movie that has just forever existed in my mind, but I've never actually watched. All I know about it is that Mel Gibson gets a blue face at one point. He delivers a very heartfelt speech. I know the line that has been parodied forever after, you know, you could take our lives, but you cannot take our freedom. That whole spiel. I said I wasn't going to do the accent. I said I wasn't. Oh, God. It's bad. It's bad. And the other thing I kind of know about the movie is that people know that the sort of historical accuracy of it is not great. At least that's what I've heard. It's very much a Hollywood movie's rendition of those events, and it takes a lot of liberties, which, you know, is fine. We're not here to judge it on historical accuracy. We're here to judge it on how much of an entertaining movie it is. So if you're looking for that kind of critique in terms of what it's about and how it does it, there's probably not the video for you. I am purely here to see how much of an enjoyment I get from it and how entertaining it is, etc, etc. And in terms of what that story is, I know it's about William Wallace, I think, and I don't really know anything about that historical event, which is weird. It didn't really get taught at my school, even though, you know, it's part of UK history. I think it might have come up very briefly once, but it wasn't really an event that I studied at school, at least. So I'm just going to be taking this movie for what it is, and I'm not going to hold it against any kind of, well, that isn't right, so therefore the movie sucks, because I don't know if it's right or not, and I just, you know, just looking for an entertaining story, so we'll see. But I am excited to get into this. This is one of the movies that, you know, started this whole reaction stuff. I just never got around to it. And, you know, the 3-hour runtime was kind of off-putting, but I'm just biting the bullet. We're going to do it. And I've decided to sit in here on one of the hottest days, weeks of the year. And that was really smart of me. But before we jump in, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy the reaction and the review of the movie that happens afterwards. Also consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. There are links in the description to the Discord channel and the Twitch channel if you want to watch me play games live and hang out in the chat and talk about all kinds of nonsense. Head over there. We've got a little bit of a following community growing over there, and I'd love for as many of you to come over and join that as well. It's a good time. But that's everything. Let's jump into Braveheart. Let's watch Mel Gibson give his most passionate Scottish accent and see what happens. I'm excited to see what this is all about. Scotland is beautiful. It is beautiful. I need to go back. I need to go back there someday. Scotland! In case you didn't know. In case you didn't know and the bagpipes didn't give it away.
And the King of England, a cruel pagan known as Edward the Longshanks, claimed the throne of Scotland for himself.
Alright, typical England, taking stuff, just yoinking it all up. This is mine now, this is mine now. Whee! Hey, that is bad. That's some bad shit right there. Oh my god, that guy's face, that's terrifying.
We cannot beat an army. With the 50 farmers we can raise.
And we do not have to beat them. Just fight them.
Alright, just a bunch of farmers are gonna fucking take up arms. See how that goes, I guess.
But it's our wits that make us men. See you tomorrow.
Well, I expect that they ain't coming back. They are dead. They are going to be completely and utterly dead. Jesus Christ! And this is how the Scottish children play. That's why us English are meek and worthless. Yep. Could have seen this coming. That fucking sucks. The fact that everybody else managed to come back, well, from his brother and his dad, like, what are the... I mean, fucking bravo to this kid. This is a lot to lay on a young child actor. Now imagine Dad, brother, dead. You're on your own. An entire country feels like it's trying to target you. Oh shit, it's Brian Cox. The original Hannibal Lecter.
You don't speak Latin? Well, that's something we shall have to remedy, isn't it?
He's like, oh god, school. I've got to go to school and learn Latin.
First, learn to use this.
Good advice.
I'll teach you
Strong
to
advice.
use.
Don't give someone a weapon unless they've got a good head on their shoulders. Smart.
As bride for his son, Longshanks had chosen the daughter of his rival, the King of France.
All these political weddings. Oh baby, there's a lot of that about. He's gonna fucking cut that guy's head off. That's not a look you want.
Perhaps the time has come to reinstitute an old custom. When any common girl inhabiting their lands is married, our nobles shall have sexual rights to her on the night of her wedding.
Oh my god, oh my god. Is this the first time he's been back since his uncle stowed him away? God damn, fucking... These people are standing way too close to this as it's going on. Someone's head getting fucking bouldered.
Could you crush a man with that throw? I could crush you. Well, then do it. Would you like to see him crush me like a worm?
Everyone's just like, yeah, crush him with the fucking boulder. Do it. What was the point of this exercise? What? Why? Why?
As lord of these lands, I will bless this marriage by taking the bride into my bed on the first night of her union.
Oh, by God, you will not!
Yeah, that's gonna go well. That's gonna go down really, really well. I mean, maybe she can catch him unawares. You know, go stabby stabby in the night. I mean, that guy's way too happy about somebody else getting laid. That's just weird.
You've been to Rome?
Aye, Uncle took me on a pilgrimage.
What was it like?
Rien qui approche d'habiter.
She doesn't know what you're saying, dude. She doesn't know what you're saying. You're hiding all your best lines behind the Latin. He's become well-traveled. He's learnt stuff. If, like, William Wallace's war starts because he, like, gets married to her and someone's like, yo, I get to put my dick in her first. If that's how this whole thing starts, that's amazing. Oh, look, he had it pressed. Look at that. He kept it that entire time.
Running a farm's a lot of work, but well, that will all change when my sons arrive.
So you've got children?
Well, not yet, but I was hoping that you could help me with that. I want to marry you.
You know what this means, though. You know what happens if you do this. Just so you have like a top secret wedding. Look at him. Look at him. The perfect shot. I'm just gonna look majestic over here while you do the laundry and shit. I think the worst is gonna happen. I think she's gonna die.
What's that?
I legit think she's gonna die, and that's what's gonna draw him into the war. Seems a bit cold for this. Really, really fucking cold. How did everything not like, not to be TMI, but like shrivel up in that cold? Just like, nope, this is not the temperature that I perform at. Damn! He deserves it. He deserves it. I mean, this dude's a fucking creep. Like, first things first, he's like, you remind me of my daughter, and now he's... Yeah, this is all kinds of bad. William Wallace is gonna fucking chop you into little bits. There it is! There it is! Oh, that's a big fucking hit. Ow.
An assault on the king's soldiers is the same as an assault on the king himself.
He's gonna have something in his hair. He's gonna have something in his hair. Yep, there it is. Fuck me, how was he hiding that? Oh, he's got fucking backup. He got fucking backup. Yep. Run! Run! Oh my god! What a fucking beast! God damn! Oh no, we're taking him out. Take him out the same way took her out. Seems fair. Yep, there it is. There it is. That's a fucking power play right fucking there. Well, we're about an hour in now. 2 more to go. I am slightly wondering what else there is to do other than, you know, overthrow England or whatever the fuck, but... Oh yeah, we gotta go for the fucking actual lord, not just his lackeys, I guess.
So what news?
Ah, he did it. The old disguise plan once again.
Do you remember me?
It's my right!
You're right. Oh, I'm here to claim the right of a husband!
Boom. Well, that was satisfying.
Stand up. In the morning, I depart for France to press our rights there, and I leave you here to quell this little rebellion.
That seems foolish. If you want to keep Scotland, it seems pretty stupid to leave him in charge.
He will embrace this rebellion, support it from our lands in the north. I will gain English favour by condemning it and ordering it opposed from our lands in the south.
Playing both angles? That can only go well.
If I risk my neck for you, will I get a chance to kill Englishmen?
Is your father a ghost? Or do you converse with the Almighty?
In order to find his equal, an Irishman is forced to talk to God. Yes, Father.
Insane Irish.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Smart enough to get a dagger past your guards.
You fight for me, you get to kill the English.
Excellent.
He's in.
Stephen is my name.
Stephen's in. Stephen's in, everyone. Oh, Stephen's coming in with the save. Stephen's coming in with the save. Fucking Stephen. Stephen coming in with the big plays.
I didn't come here to fight so they could own more lands. But I have to work for them.
Nor me.
Yeah, that's not a great reason to be fighting. Ah, they're coming. With their blue paint. It's finally happened. The moment.
William Wallace is 7 feet tall.
Yes, I've heard. Kills men by the hundred. And if he were here, he'd consume the English with fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his arse.
I would pay good money to watch Mel Gibson fart at the English with lightning bolts.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
There it is. There's the line, baby. We were waiting for it. It was a rousing speech. It's a rousing speech. How many people are gonna die? That's the question. The noblemen are like, fuck this guy. I mean, really?
Where are you going?
I'm going to pick a fight.
Yeah, there's a fight happening. William's making sure that this fight happens.
Your commander must cross that field, present himself before this army, put his head between his legs, and kiss his own arse.
Yeah, he just wants to fight. Right, fuck negotiations. Fight, 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 fight.
They'll think we run away. Take out their archers. I'll meet you in the middle.
Right.
Teamwork makes the dream work, everyone. This is epic, though. Like, there's a lot of people here. There's, like, hundreds of extras. Definitely getting the feel across. That guy's just whipping his butt. Oh, they're all whipping their dicks out. Everybody get your dick out. Woohoo! Playing their mind games. They'll be too busy thinking of penises. That's still fucking dangerous. They're gonna get crushed by horses. Oh my god. I mean, the logistics of filming something like this is insane. With this many people. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. Many extras died on this day. Damn, his head just popped like a pimple. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was... Yeah, no. That poor guy. Arrow to the chest. His hand has been annihilated. Just fucking how much damage can be dealt out to him?
We invite you to continue your support and uphold our rightful claim. Damn the Balliol clan!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's being forced into Scottish politics. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm here to get rid of the English. This is why Scotland can't get anything done. Because they're too busy infighting.
You think the people of this country exist to provide you with position. I think your position exists to provide those people with freedom. And I go to...
Alright. He's set his table. I do wonder if the real William Wallace was this way. I mean, obviously I don't know. I've not done my research, so feel free to comment and let me know what the real world was like.
Noble and common, they respect you. And if you would just lead them to freedom, they'd follow you. And so would I.
I mean, I think he likes the idea. It's just... Obviously, he can see the political negotiation to get there is a lot harder than what William thinks it is. That's bad. Ah, that's... nope. Nope. They're going to drop flames down. They're going to drop flames down. Yep. That's awful. What an awful way to go. That's... Hey. That's a hole. That's enough of a hole, surely. Oh, just burn the fucking door down with their own fucking fire.
What news of the North?
It's fucked, mate.
Wallace has sacked York.
Huh?
Wallace has sacked York.
We would stop him. I am skilled in the arts of war and military tactics, sire.
Tell me, what advice...
He's gonna throw you out that window. He's gonna throw you out that fucking window.
My gentle son, the mere sight of him would only encourage an enemy to take over the whole country. So whom do I send?
Oh, he's gonna send the fucking Queen. Right? That's who he's gonna send. Yep. There it is. Fucking knew it.
I am the Princess of Wales.
Sorry, she's a princess. My bad.
Venarius homo indomitus est, et semper dicens mentatium.
Ego nunquam pronunciare mentatium.
Yeah, fuck you.
Leave us. No.
Yeah, get the fuck out, dude.
I understand you have suffered. I know about your woman.
This might have been a mistake sending her. This might have been a mistake. I understand the play, but I don't know if it's going to work out for the king.
I see her strength in you. One day, you'll be a queen. And you must open your eyes.
I mean, he's on the death march, it feels like. He's definitely going to be probably dead by the end of this movie, right? Again, don't know the history. Don't know the movie. But it feels like the only way this problem is solved by the king is if he's dead.
He says he will attack no more towns or cities. Wish you were man enough to come and face him.
Did he?
1v1 me. 1v1 me. That's what it's all about.
Welsh bowmen, troops from France, Irish conscripts. Even if you dispatch them today, they take weeks to assemble.
I dispatched them before I sent your wife.
Yeah, he's already got the gears moving.
Un message de ma maîtresse.
Merci.
They've warned. Warnings. Warnings have been given. Alright, you two, fucking settle down. Some important shit going on.
If you'll not stand up with us now, then I say you're a coward.
Yeah, sit down.
I cannot be king. You and you alone can rule Scotland. What I tell you, you must do. Not for me, not for yourself, for your country.
He's gonna fucking backstab. He's gonna backstab. He's gonna go. He literally just said, I cannot be king. You have to do it. You have to do it yourself. And then he's like, but do what I say. Do what I say.
Quite a lovely gathering. Would you agree?
That was a weird little moment. Why are we acknowledging guy with helmet on? Hello? Hello? Oh, it's the fucking fake. He faked him out.
Irish.
Fucking Stephen did the thing. Stephen did it. Came through. Jesus, how would you, like, you'd just be swinging wildly, probably hitting your own people. I always love it in these movies where you have these big battle sequences, and whenever you have a protagonist or a main character in a fight, there's always plenty of room around them. But when it's all the extras, they're like jammed in, like, ah! Oh no. Go on, please, 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 please. Do it. Do it. Oh, the fucking betrayal. The fucking betrayal. Come on. Come on, someone. Someone.
I gave Mornay double his lands in Scotland with matching estates in England. Lachlan turned.
Is the fucking dude the rightful king to Scotland in the helmet?
Won't we hit our own troops?
Yes.
Man, this guy is just evil. He's just evil, evil. No nuance whatsoever. It's just, I'm bad. This is the reveal. It's gonna be the guy. Yep, there it is. Just like, how can I fucking win this fight if my own country is trying to kill me? Like, Jesus. Oh boy. What happens now? What happens now? Is he going to try and get redemption, or what? What's going to happen? They would have had that as well. They would have had that fight if they didn't get fucked royally.
Let me be. I've lived long enough to live free. I'm a happy man.
Man, fuck it. He took so much fucking punishment. I'm amazed he made it this far. There he is. Oh! He's just gonna fucking take over Scotland now. I'll take Scotland, and then I'll fight for it. How'd he get him up there? How'd he get him up there? What's he doing? Why has he climbed up here? What purpose is this for? Just for him to bask in the Scottishness?
Pick a flock of your finest assassins and set a meeting. He warmed to our future queen and would trust her. So we'll dispatch her with the notion that she comes in peace.
But she likes him. So this is going to backfire, surely, for Kingman. Yep, he knows. He knows this play. He experienced it as a child. So much fire death. So much fire death in this movie. And it's horrendous every time. Oh, they did actually send her. Like, what was the point in actually sending her? They could have just sent the ambush and said, well, there she is, come inside.
The second time you have warned me of danger.
Oh, she helped. I thought she would. She warned him about the ambush. Oh, Wallace gonna get some. It's been a long war, okay? He's allowed to relax a little bit. But I guess that is the failing of this king. He fails to see love. And that will be his downfall. At least in this story of this event. They're all dying. All the old guard are killing over.
You do know it's a trap. Tell him.
I think if the Bruce wanted to kill you, he'd have done it already at Falkirk.
What about the others? Mr. Scheming bastards. You couldn't agree on the colour of shite. It's a trap. Are you blind?
I mean, the whole point was to unite Scotland and to be one country. You gotta take the risk, I guess. Oh no, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
No!
Fuckers! Fuckers, all of them!
Now you're ready to be a king.
My hate will die with you.
Just throw him out the window. Just throw him out the window. Be done with it.
If I swear to him that all that I am is dead already.
It's a principle. It's all about the principle of it.
A child who is not of your line grows in my belly. Your son will not sit long on the throne, I swear it.
Yep, you're fucked, bud. You are fucked. That's the W right there. That's the W. That's a waste of good cabbage, you know? You could be eating that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are hard up for food and you're wasting it. Wasting it.
Kiss the royal emblem on my cloak, and you will feel no more.
He's gonna spit on it. He's gonna spit on it. He's gonna do a big old green bleh at it. Nope, he's just gonna stand up. He's gonna do the more mature thing. Something's gonna pop. Something's gonna pop. Oh, so worried there was gonna be a big old noise, like just a shoulder or a leg or something getting popped out. There it is. Oh. I think the crowd might be turning against you, bud.
The prisoner wishes to say a word.
I mean, that was very dramatic. That was very dramatic and over the top, but it hits home the point. And hopefully it will inspire the others. Fuck, how'd he get it? How'd he get hold of that?
You have bled with Wallace. Now bleed with me.
Oh no!
They fought like warrior poets. They fought like Scotsmen. And won their freedom.
There we go. There we go. It was not for naught. Directed by Mel Gibson. Of course it was. That's why it's fucking 3 hours long. I actually didn't know he directed it, honestly. It's the one thing I didn't really look into. But that makes a lot of sense, frankly. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, that was Braveheart, the 3-hour epic of William Wallace sticking it to the English. Now again, I'll reiterate, I haven't done any research into the actual history events and I can't remember ever being taught any of it at school, so this is purely talking about the movie and how it told the story and all of that. If you know stuff about conflicting information and the history and the events that actually unfolded, please do leave comments below. It'd be interesting to hear. but just be aware that everything I'm going to say from this point forward is directly based upon what the movie did. First things first, for 3 hours, I was pretty much in it the entire time. Like, I was really kind of dreading that runtime and thought, oh, here we go. There's going to be some lulls. It's not going to keep me, like, grabbed into the whole thing the whole time. But, surprisingly, it did. Surprisingly, I was invested the entire way through. There was never a lull, and it honestly didn't feel like 3 hours. It's just fun to make the joke, but it did kind of fly past, and I was invested in the struggle as it unfolded. I actually think it helped the story in the long run, frankly. Like, having William as a kid, sort of showing what he grew up with and how that affects him, and then where he goes from there, and then how all the events unfold in this. It doesn't feel slow. It feels, honestly, it does feel well paced, but it feels like you're really on that journey of why he makes the choices he does, and why he's so determined to just stand up for this, for a point of pride, and a point of this gotta end. Whatever's happening here, this needs to stop. So I think that part of the movie actually works really, really well. It really just hammers home those sort of character beats, and like where all of his friends, all of them are at, and why they're putting their lives on the line in the way that they are. With that said, I do think, although it works for the effect of the movie in terms of getting you on side with Wallace and Scotland as a whole, the English king just being a straight up villain, like no nuance whatsoever, he is just bad. I feel like there was room to maybe do something with that, like not just to portray him as, I am the cackling evil villain and I will sacrifice my own people. I will do whatever I have to get my power. Like, that was it. That was all there was going on there. There was nothing else really going on. Now, again, historical events, these things may be true. This may be what they've taken into to create the character for the movie. But I just feel like in a movie that's 3 hours long, you can afford to make your antagonists for the piece a little bit more complex, other than, I don't like this guy, and I don't like his country, so fuck him. Like, I feel like you could probably spend a little bit more time making them a bit more interesting. Not to say they didn't feel threatening or intimidating. That came across a great deal, and that you knew there was nothing he wouldn't do in order to get his victory. But I don't know. I just feel like, you know, there's room to do a little bit more there. But I get it's painting the picture of, you know, you've got this malicious king who will do anything. His son, who is just a pushover, has no brains on his head and whatever. And they're the ones effectively in charge of not only their own country, but this other country that is like, why are we bowing down to this? I also appreciate like the complexity of the politics within Scotland as well. Like, it's not just a simple, like, well, it's us v the English, let's do this, that's what we're doing for this whole movie. It actually did a pretty good job of setting up the barriers that are going on in the homeland, as it were, as well. Like, there are intermingling politics, there are clans that don't get on with one another. They've got the king to Scotland, or the rightful heir king to Scotland, dealing with his dad as well, and like the maneuvers that they're pulling to try and keep them in power, to give them more land. And, you know, it's just that whole priority thing. And, you know, the movie's called Braveheart. It's about, you know, being brave and courage and freedom, rather than, you know, material things, I guess. It's about the principle of having your freedom and being brave about it. And like William Wallace was just leading from the front and, you know, putting his money where his mouth was, effectively. So there is this constant theme of the old guard, their views of how things should be done, how the world works, and you've got these younger guys who are coming into their sort of prime, and they're trying to fight for what they believe is actually right, but they keep getting stopped by these barricades. And it's just an interesting little motif of the movie in terms of like a generational gap. And it obviously starts with showing William Wallace and Hamish as kids and the differences there, and then when they've gotten a bit older, and then when you get to the meat of the situation, like it's a constant theme that the movie uses to sort of show how history changes based on different people who come up through the generations, and that's just an interesting little thing that was going on in the movie. But it is interesting that ultimately the plot of the movie is relatively simple. It is downtrodden people fighting for their right to freedom, and even though it is very simple, like I say, the 3 hours just fly by. I was invested the whole time, even though there wasn't like multiple really like subplots and stuff. Everything was homing towards that final end, though it didn't feel like there was any needlessness B plots or anything. Everything felt like it was driving towards the climax. But ultimately the movie is basically a very grandiose action movie. That's what it is. And I don't know if they were trying to go for something more complex than that. I don't know if that was the design, but for me, the movie just comes across as a big, epic action movie with the historical bits thrown in. And I don't know, some people might find that bad. I can understand why they would, if they feel like it's betraying the historical events or just being fast and loose with it all. I could completely understand that criticism, and I would, in my own way agree with it. But I feel like here, for me, I was just along for the ride for the most part, and it was a fun movie with an probably overall very simplistic message of bravery and standing up for what you believe is right. Well, like I say, without the nuance of the villains really having any depth to them. But the movie is littered with just fun moments, like the Scottish armies just mooning, showing their penises, having all the laughs with it, and then like the battle sequences are really just fun. Like when they got the Irish and the Scottish charging each other just to shake each other's hands. It's silly, but it's fun, and it works within the context of what the movie was doing to sort of show how William seems to always be one step ahead of any of his foes until he's not. And I did like how a lot of the battle sequences were filmed, although it does fall into that constant trap of big battle sequences where everyone's bunched up together, they can barely swing their swords or anything, but then when you cut to one of your main characters, they just happen to be in a big wide area where they can swing, do a cool move here and there and all that stuff. But whatever, it's, like I say, it's an action movie. But I would also say that this movie feels more like a mythological tale rather than the actual historical tale. Again, it's hard for me to base that in anything, given that I don't really know the actual history around it, but the way the movie depicts it, it has that mythological feel, especially with big segments of the movie like dedicated to the story of William Wallace being shared across the country and these legends being built up around him, and then when he shows up he's just an ordinary man, and they kind of work with that, but ultimately the whole movie does feel like it's a mythological version of the historical events, which is fine. Again, I can understand why people would maybe have more critical thoughts about that, but in terms of being an entertaining movie, I think it works by and large. At the end of the day, when you've got your characters who are your good guys and you're rooting for them, and you've got your bad guys and you're like, you're a little shit, I want you out of here, the movie's by and large doing its job, and the performers are doing their job to convey those character beats and emotional beats and the action beats. I don't think the movie's perfect by any stretch. There's definitely flaws there. There's some very over-the-top melodramatic moments that in some ways kind of cheapen certain elements of the themes that it's going for. Like I've already said, certain characters lack depth and nuance, and they are what they are. And I'll probably go out on a limb and say that it plays fast and loose with the actual history that it's depicting. But ultimately, I'm sat here thinking, I just watched this for 3 hours and I wasn't bored. So that's good, and I had fun with the action. I had fun with the interaction with certain characters, the backstabbing and the betrayals. I could sort of see a few of them coming from a mile away, but it was nevertheless just sort of entertaining to see how they would play out. I will say that, obviously the whole point that got William into the fight was his wife dying. I mean, I bought into their relationship. I could see it blossoming. It felt a little weird that they haven't seen each other for years and they were suddenly just like, oh, we're in love now. But nevertheless, I mean, it came together. They got married, but it did feel like there was chemistry there between the two of them, and you just got to go with it. I was like questioning, what's going to happen. That married in secret, married in broad daylight, whatever way it happens, this isn't going to go well. But yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, it is that sense of every time the movie is doing something, it is kind of clear, like, well, this is going to go bad. Like, and I think the movie does kind of play it as a, oh, you don't know what's coming, but you're like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I know exactly what's going to happen. And maybe that will bother you more than it bothers me. It didn't get to me that much that I knew what was going to happen, but that's a fair criticism as well, I would say. But, like I say, didn't really get to me that much. I was just kind of, like I say, along for the journey, and I was there for it. But yeah, overall, very entertaining, very melodramatic at certain points. There were some fun characters in there. I loved Hamish's dad. Hamish's dad was great. And, you know, it's just a rollicking epic. And, yeah, I had fun with it. Shoot me. I had fun with it. It is what it is. It wears it on its sleeves for the most part. It's just a big action movie set in the medieval times of swords and bows and arrows, and it tries to get across a message of, you know, freedom, stand up for what you believe in, and stand up to mean people, basically, which is fine. This might be a little bit simple, but it's fine. If you can carve out 3 hours of your day at some point, I would recommend watching it if you've never watched it before. Like I say, I think you'll be entertained, but there may be certain things that will be like, well, that's not really doing it for me, but that's completely up to you. I had fun. I would recommend you watch it for yourselves and judge it for yourselves. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please press the thumbs up button. It helps me know you liked it. It helps the channel out. Also consider subscribing and supporting that way. There are links down below for Twitch and Discord. Come hang out live when I'm playing games and laugh at me and all that good stuff. It's a fun time. We're getting people in there and they enjoy it. So come on over as well. Join us. It's a fun time. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will catch you on the next one.